Hey guys, welcome back. We are going to do our December budget setup in this video. I first wanted to show you guys these budget sheets that I created. I am maybe going to do something a little different for 2021, but I'm still going to make these sheets. They are available on my Etsy shop. Here is like a pink Christmas one, like little pink gnomes and a cute little dude. But you have like a weekly check-in, sinking funds, transaction logs, a savings log. So it's really cool. I like the way these work. The only thing I was thinking about maybe for January is I might add a total for like total income, total expenses, and what's left, just so there's like a bar that's nice and easy for everybody to like see how much you were left over with each month without, I don't know. I just may change it, but the other one I have, which is the one I'm going to be using this month, is this cute, like, classic, more like plaid Christmas one. It's green, has like the little moose bells. Same thing. We have weekly check-in page, sinking funds, transaction log, and just a couple of transaction log pages in case you need extra, and a savings log page. So if anyone is interested, those are available for download on my Etsy page. You just download them yourself and print them out using your own printer or like at FedEx or whatever. It just makes it a little bit easier. I also have an undated one that's more of a simplistic, minimalistic one. So if you want one that you can use every single month, that's also available. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into our budget now. I pre-filled in everything that we're going to need, our fixed, variable, and income. So I always do 3 types of income, myself, Nick, my husband, and then miscellaneous, because every once in a while we may get some sort of like refund, for example, like what if we get a refund check-in from the mortgage company or one of the bills we pay. I also do my Etsy shop, so any income I make from my Etsy shop goes into miscellaneous. Anything that's just like additional income besides our normal paychecks is going under the miscellaneous tab. So that's always estimated as 0, and anything we get in excess is just kind of a nice little surprise. Okay, so what I have this month for fixed expenses is mortgage, daycare, and sinking funds. You may notice if you followed me along last month, what's missing from here is our car payment. We are actually going to pay off my car this month. It's so exciting, which means we are completely debt-free minus our mortgage now. So that is a huge milestone. We went back and forth a lot about if we wanted to pay off the car or keep making the payments, and we did ultimately decide, even though the interest rate is super low on my auto loan, we are going to go ahead and just pay it off to free up that extra money every month. And we're just going to do a bigger chunk into savings to kind of make up for pulling that out, just to beef up our emergency fund a little bit. But yeah, so that is really, really exciting. I'm super, super stoked for that. So for fixed, we just have mortgage, daycare, sinking funds. Variable, we have our groceries, our gas for our cars, our IREA, which is our electric bill, our gas bill, our water bill, eating out, phones, internet, subscriptions, and unbudgeted, which hopefully is always 0. So let's just get right into it. I did do a draft kind of mock-up budget with my husband already, so all of these numbers are already hashed out and we are in agreement. Our mortgage payment this month is $2,855. It did go up this month. We got that lovely letter. Let me zoom you guys in. We got that lovely letter in the mail saying that our mortgage payment is going up because our escrow is short. So instead of paying the full escrow shortage in front, we just let our payment increase, and we're going to do, because we're paying off the car, we're just going to do every month the payment increase. I don't know. We went back and forth on it, but I think the payment increase will work. The reason why we did that is because it keeps the money in our savings account rather than having somebody else. It's the same amount of money. It's just split up over 12 months. So it's the same money we would have paid if we would have paid it in a lump sum. It's just this way we get to keep the money in our account, and we can just budget for maybe less towards our savings or whatever, and pay a little bit more in the mortgage. It's just going towards escrow, so it's not affecting like our principal payment or anything like that. So anyway, that's why we made that decision. And then daycare, hopefully it will go down here in a few months whenever Sophie changes to the next class. But for now, we're at $1,292. And then sinking funds total, we're doing a little bit extra this month on $545 instead of in the 400s. And I'll do a separate sinking funds video for you guys to show exactly where all of that money's going. So total, I just did not add that up. Let me pull up my calculator here. Okay, so total is 2,855 plus 1,292 plus 545. So we are budgeting for a total of $4,692. Okay. And then our variable expenses, our budget, we actually did a pretty good job staying on budget with groceries last month at $495. That's really not too bad for the whole month. We did get into trouble by doing 2 Costco runs. So I think what we're going to do this month is just 1 Costco run instead. And just kind of pre-plan for some of that stuff, because I honestly truly believe if we didn't do the second Costco run, we would have been under budget on our groceries. So we're going to really, I don't know, I'm going to maybe plan it a little better. We just started Costco last month, so it's kind of a work in progress at the moment, and we'll figure it out over the next couple of months on what exactly works for us. Okay, gas. We're lowering our gas budget this month to $100 because Nick is working from home now. With the holidays, we have a lot of days off this month and everything, so we're probably not going to be doing as much driving. I only filled up my car 1 time last month, and we just filled it up at the end of the month, so I may only need to fill it up again once at the very end of this next month. Nick fills up. It depends on how much he drives, but with him being home, he may only need to fill up like maybe 2 or 3 times. So I think $100 is perfect. We spent less than that in November. So what do we have next? IREA. This is our electric bill. We're lowering that as well to $95 because as the seasons go on here, we live somewhere cold. Our electric bill always goes down, and our gas for heating goes up. So Black Hills, we overpaid. We still have almost $100 in there, and our bill is not going to be over $100. So I'm going to guess December is the last month we'll have 0. And next month for January, we'll probably have like a small bill due. We'll just have to see what is spent here. And then water, same thing. It always goes down this time of year because we're not watering our lawn or anything. So we're going to budget $95. Eating out, we'll keep the same at $65. We did a great job last month of keeping that in check. So we'll keep it at $65. Phones, we're going to budget for $235.95. That may go up by a few dollars this month, but we're just going to keep it the same and kind of see what happens. Internet, $77. Subscriptions, my husband and I like to play games together, so we have like some game subscriptions and Spotify that come through on that because we listen to Spotify literally every day while we're working, so it's worth it to pay for the family plan to not have to deal with commercials. And then unbudgeted is always 0. We're never planning on having anything. This is part of the reason though why I do not do a 100% 0 budget. I try to keep a little bit left over, not a lot, usually under $100. It's actually usually like $50, about $50 or less that I keep unbudgeted in our budget, not necessarily to go towards unbudgeting. I plan on putting it towards savings actually, but if there is unbudgeted expenses, it just allows for a little bit of wiggle room, that if something does come up, you're not like strapped by saying, oh my gosh, we don't have any money because we spent it all in these other areas. So our savings goal, because we paid off the car, we're going to plan on $150. One thing that we like to do about savings is we make our savings an expense. So we treat it like another bill. And that's one tip I have for you that's worked really well for me ever since I first started saving is if you treat savings like a bill and you transfer that over every month and treat it as a necessity, that's how you can build your savings account up like really quickly. Sinking funds are basically like savings accounts as well, like little mini savings accounts, so you just spend out of them. But if you want to like build up your emergency fund or save for something specific, just treat it like a bill and don't touch it. Like, don't look at it, don't touch it. Once it's in there, treat it like it's gone. The money is spent, you can't touch it. So 150 is what we're planning. That could go up a little bit depending on if we save any money here. We're just going to start dumping money back into the savings account to try and beef that up a little bit if there's anything extra we have since we paid off the car. Okay, so total for variable, we have $495, $100, $95, $65, 2, 35, 95, 77, 46, 15. Okay, so that's a total of $1,209.10. So we'll see if we can stay on budget here. I'm going to go ahead and write in the notes section, like down here, total expense. And we're going to add in the $4,692. So our total expense for this month is $5,901.10. Perfect. So that's our budget. Oh, sorry about that camera shake. This is our budget for the month. I think it's looking really good. I'm kind of excited that we have a little bit of flexibility in our spending each month now because we don't have the auto loan. It is a little scary to kind of get rid of a big chunk of your savings account, but I think that it's worth it for the peace of mind of being able to be a little more flexible in our budget, and we can still save a big chunk and kind of beef that back up. So, all right, thanks you guys for tuning in. That is all I have for you today, and we'll see you next time.